Well, one mainstream star that is potentially coming into AEW, or the rumor going around, is CM Punk. Now, he was on that show, WWE Backstage, and I think there's more people in this interview than actually watched WWE Backstage. Uh, he didn't do shit for that show, even though it was only talking. Nobody gave a fuck. He's not, in my opinion, he's not very good at the UFC either. That's just my controversial stance on CM Punk. But the latest rumor going around the dirt sheets or the message boards is that CM Punk is now coming into AEW, or that he's the next target for them. So, what do you think that CM Punk coming into the WWE, fuck's sake, the AEW will actually change a thing?
Not really, no. I mean, Backstage was canceled after, what, 6 months? It didn't even last a year. He kind of killed himself with those UFC defeats. A lot of people believed he was actually tough. The first guy he lost to was legitimate. The second guy, they wanted CM Punk to win. I did an interview with Forrest Griffin, UFC Hall of Famer, before that second CM Punk fight. And that guy that he lost to the second time was also 0-1. He hasn't fought since. He actually works in the media. He's not a legitimate fighter. And I heard Dana White say after that second fight, he would never book either of those guys again. So I think he said he wouldn't even put it on Fight Pass. That was the quote. And if anyone doesn't know what Fight Pass is, that is their streaming service that shows like indie MMA. And Dana White said that second Punk fight would not even make Fight Pass any credibility that he had. He's lost, I think. I mean, he got beat up by Ted Hart and those 2 UFC fights. I've never heard of him actually winning a fight. He does nothing but whine and complain. Some people might tune in to the first show that he's on with AEW just to see what's up. But I think that will lose its luster pretty quick. I don't know what they would offer him. I don't think WWE would be dumb enough to make him an offer now after he's kind of proven his worth with the failure of the Backstage show.
Well, according to my best friend of all time, Conan, and I just want to get that word out there, that he and I are best friends because he's a great guy and he's always friendly. But according to Conan, I don't know if you heard the clip going around from the glorious Keep 100 YouTube channel that I run, whatever. I'm not trying to name drop. But Conan said that AEW tried to sign CM Punk, but he was asking for too much money. Now, the thing that I find crazy about that, if Jericho's allegedly getting $8 million a year and John Moxley's allegedly getting $6 million a year, what the fuck did CM Punk ask for?
Is John Moxley getting $6 million a year? I cannot imagine that. That's crazy if he is.
Allegedly, and he's not spending a lot on haircuts anyway. Oh, I went there!
Because we know that Randy Orton's getting $4 million a year supposedly in WWE. So, and Randy Orton was supposedly offered a better deal in WWE than what AEW could offer him. And in my opinion, Orton's worth far more than Moxley. So yeah, I don't know if I believe Moxley's getting $6 million a year.
But I think it's the problem is that with the Tony Khan, it's basically he's got a real life version of what's that thing? General Manager mode on one of the SmackDown games. Only it's really happening, and he's got this crazy budget, so he can do opening match of the show, triple threat, Hell in a Cell, Iron Man, fucking blood match. And I just think that he's just doing whatever he can to make deals and sign people over. And again, it's not working out for him. Like, allegedly, Brody Lee is getting $1 million a year.
And has not affected the ratings at all.
He hasn't even affected the fucking locker room. Allegedly, of course. I don't want to get a kicking.
Yeah, I don't know. As I said, I don't watch it. I did watch some of the vignettes they did with Brody Lee, and I didn't find them entertaining. I didn't find them entertaining enough to watch the matches he had. But for CM Punk, I don't know. They do need star power. They don't really have any star power. If they didn't have Jericho, I think they'd be literally dying even worse in the ratings, because I think most of the people that tune in is for Jericho. But yeah, CM Punk would give them a little bit more star power, but I don't think he's actually going to get them out of the 0.2s on like an ongoing basis. But he is somebody that your average person knows, because Cody Rhodes was never a big star before AEW. It's not like he was a world champion in WWE. They only really have Jericho. Who else do they have other than Jericho that's like that was a top guy in another company? I don't know.
I guess
if you count Japan, but most Americans don't watch Japanese wrestling. I don't know about Irish people.
I guess we could say that Chris Jericho's new name is Y 0.2 ratings, Jay.
Yes. At least for now, until it gets into the 0.1s.
Well, we'll have to see about that.